Hi, this is Janet Green from Guiding Inspiration. Just checking in to see how you're finding that gift meditation I sent you the other day. Just wondering if you've had a chance to use it, if you noticed anything, have you had any good results, getting any answers in your bowl there? Just wondering what's going on with that because you know that is a practice. And you may not always get an answer right away. You may have to practice it again because sometimes we don't always get into the right place to be able to receive our answers. Maybe you have some blocks. Maybe you have lack of trust in what you're hearing or receiving. Maybe you feel that you don't have enough to go on. And honestly, this is one of those things where it is tiny steps. When you ask what's your next step, it's not what's your next gulp. It's what's your next step. So it is a very small process sometimes, and learning to interpret the information that you get may be a little bit of a learning curve as well. So keep practicing it and see what happens over time. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was about all the things that I'm offering these days, just in case you need support, and if you know somebody else who might want it as well. I have been teaching for almost 20 years, and over that course of time I've noticed that with all the classes I've taught, that people compare themselves to other people while they're in the class. And that is kind of a diminishing of your own abilities as you do that. Well, so-and-so got it so much better and I didn't. That's a thing that's always relative and it changes every week. But if you're the kind of person who does that kind of comparison, then you lose some of the value of your own intuitive abilities and using your tools. The other thing I noticed is that as people take a class, they can really create some magnificent change, force for life, become more powerful, and after that 6 weeks, they may use those tools for another month or two, and then they start to slide into that comfortable zone that they were in prior to taking the class. So what I've been offering is one-day retreats to kind of re-energize your tools if you know them, and if you don't know them, to really learn them. And then if you're interested, I have 6-month programs that follow, which have a touch point every week where we actually take a look at you, the individual, right here, the one, and everything that whole 6 months is about is you, and where you're working, what's working and not working, where you have blind spots, where you need, to celebrate, and how you want to see yourself. Because the thing is, I'm sure each one of you, just like me, has seen themselves in a different place, but there's so much minutia to get through every day that you never actually step into that empowered you, the one that you know is inside of you, the one that's in here. And a lot of times, because we're caring for other people, we are depleted before we even begin. And take it from me, I know this intimately and personally, that I would say that I was a supporting actress in my life's movie. And then one day I said, wait a minute, this can't be. And I got help. I have people that I go to as well, just like you do, right? To help support you and build you to that place where you know you can be empowered, you can be resilient, and you can take the world on because you're no longer depleted, but you're replenishing yourself. And you are the person that can be the leader and the person that you envision that's inside here. So these two programs, the mini retreat or the one-day retreat and the 6-month programs are really good ways. I've seen people not just take the tools, but use the tools every single day. And when you forget something and then we talk the next week, you're like, how could you have done that different? And then you start to see, and then the next time we talk, you did do it. And you're really using this and really changing the things in your life that you want to change. And you're empowered to do it. It's amazing, the transformations that I've seen from those who have done this. And that's why I wanted to offer it to you. And I'll probably still do some, 6-week classes or 4-week classes here and there, But I think that really the way we're working now, especially the women that I work with, is to find that place where you're stepping up into who you were meant to be and no longer saying no. So for those of you who are interested, there is a way in which we can discover together whether this is a good fit for you and whether or not it's important enough in your life for this to, actually happen. And then we can go from there. So reach out and let me know, either by Facebook or by email, or even just replying to this vlog, okay? And I hope to hear from you soon. I hope to watch you propel yourself to completely new heights with a lot of grace and ease, a lot of happiness, and a boatload of love. So hope you have a good day, hope you have a good month, and keep using that angel meditation, because it will help you in figuring out what it is that you need to do for your very next step. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now. This is Janet Green from Guiding Inspiration.